Hey everybody, Matt Brown here. Just want to take a minute to read an article that I wrote today, March 25th, 2015. It's called Metal Detector Treasure Found Under Tree. Scroll down here. It says, walking along a deserted beach on Oregon's coast, Barry ran his metal detector along the sand. He would generally make some finds of lost coins and jewelry, but he wanted more. While he was making some money and certainly having fun doing this, an old friend of his called Jason stopped by to see what he was doing. Hey Barry, I wanted to see if you would want to try a little treasure hunting with that thing. They talked for a little while, and his dark haired friend explained to him that Oregon still had quite a bit of gold to discover in many of its streams and riverbeds. Barry was a tall, blond haired man in his 30s and was always ready to go treasure hunting. He thought that sounded like a great idea, and he wanted to take a vacation anyways. He started making plans to do just that. Barry was set to get married in a few months, but in the meantime, he was still free to go looking for gold and wanted to make this a trip to remember. He woke up early that morning and packed some clothes in a suitcase and grabbed his metal detector and accessories as he set course for the southwest area of Oregon. With ample public lands and streams to explore and plenty of gold to mine, Barry was determined to build himself and his soon-to-be bride a nest egg. He set up a small camp in a hilly area with several streams when he arrived, but for now he was looking for placer deposits, gold that has been moved by currents and then deposited in areas where the gold would naturally aggregate. Barry picked out a stream that was moving fairly well and began to walk along the banks with his metal detector. It had not been long before he started hearing splashing in the distance, and he looked up to see a large black bear wading in the stream in front of him. He was quickly grabbing fish from the water and gave Barry a growl to not get any closer. Barry knew that bears were common in the area, and it was still about 50 yards away from him. Barry grabbed his pistol and quickly shot it in the ground in order to scare the bear away. When the bear heard the loud noise, it ran in the opposite direction, and Barry knew that this had been a smart move in order to avoid a deadly confrontation. Barry continued his metal detecting and moved carefully as he came to a new spot around the bend. Barry found a quiet pool that was surrounded by fast moving water, which was a perfect spot for finding gold that had accumulated. His metal detector was waterproof down to 10 feet and started going off whenever Barry dipped it below the surface. He was going to get wet, but he decided that the risk was worth the gain. Barry started digging up the pool bottom as best he could and collecting the sand in a bottle to see what he could find. He poured the gravelly sediment in his plastic gold pan whenever he came back up to the surface. But to read the rest of this article, just go to needbucksnow.com. To get my newest articles and reviews, just put your email address right here to subscribe for email updates and get my free ebook, Miracle Commissions Now. And thank you.